Today I'm gathering kindling for my wood stove. My tiny house is parked on a farm with 20 acres of woods. It hasn't rained in a few days, so it's easy to find dry sticks to burn.
Felice, come look. So many good sticks. I'll even give you one.
So as many of you know, I no longer live full-time in my tiny house, and when I'm not using it, I rent it out on Airbnb. Filling this bag only took 15 minutes, and it should last me and my guests for a while. My wood stove is the Kimberly, made by Unforgettable Fire. I burn 2 kindling fires to get the stove up to 400 degrees, and then I like to burn compressed sawdust logs. My favorite are called bear bricks because they're the perfect size. Once the compressed log catches, it will burn for 2 to 3 hours on low, and that's long enough to keep the house heated through the night. Since I don't have a dishwasher and there's only one sink in the entire house, I like to do dishes after every meal to make sure my counters are clean. In a lot of ways, I'm actually a lot cleaner when living in the tiny house than in larger houses.
Water filter, so I don't really have to worry too much about where I fill up my water. I do all my drinking water out of there. It works great. You can also see the inside antenna for my WeBoost. I went with a really deep sink here. Gives me a ton of space. For the sink area, I have my paper towels.
I work a little bit every day on my videos. Right now I'm reviewing a cut from one of my editors and giving notes.
So just like everybody else, I have to go to the grocery store every once in a while. Today's the day. So I'm going to the community grocer here on the island, and I have my handy dandy homemade mask. So here we go.
Check out the price difference between the eco-friendly and the regular toothpaste. But we only use biodegradable products at the tiny house because our gray water system waters the trees. Good thing I only need one. These are my favorite fire starters, but they're $1 a piece, and that can really add up. So I usually buy cheaper ones instead.
So I would say about 3/4 of people were wearing masks in there, and they had signs everywhere saying, stay 6 feet away, and they have markers where you need to put your cart when you're checking out, and the checkout counters have plexiglass around the cashiers. Not a lot of people in there, so I'm thinking people aren't going to the grocery store as often. I don't love going to the grocery store, I'd like to stop going, grow my own food, but I just don't. I've never really known how to do that fully.
Between stoking the fire, cooking lunch, and filming this video, I left my grilled cheese on a little too long, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah? Okay. Let's go.
So like I mentioned, my tiny house is parked on a 20-acre farm.
Today is the day the potatoes go in.
This is Asia. She owns the property with her husband, Jake, and their 2 little girls. On certain days of the week, she invites everyone who lives on the property in their various tiny homes and other shelters to join in on some community gardening. It's a good opportunity for me to learn something new and useful.
These are our seed potatoes. We saved these from last year. We're gonna have Jenna plant the potatoes.
Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it on my own. On my own.
The late afternoon is usually a good time for me to check back into work, and often snack. At least once a day, I like to do something that's mentally calming, like reading a book or some type of art. I have a bunch of art supplies at the tiny house, and one thing my guests seem to really enjoy is rock painting. I gather these rocks from a nearby beach, where Celise and I often like to watch the sunset.
Follow me out, down to the bay. Forget all the worries. When you're with me, let every wave gently kiss away some of the hardness from those brief yet gloomy days. Wilderness, we give you our mess. We're so, so blessed to have you anchor our hearts and give us a fresh start. Wilderness, we've come for you.
I don't have cable or Wi-Fi at the tiny house, so at night I like to watch a DVD to wind down.
Well, I guess the look I'm best known for is blue steel.
What's that look like?
And then it's time to crawl up to bed.
Come on, girl.
Wilderness,
hope you guys enjoyed this day in the life video during a very interesting time. Hope you're staying well and staying home, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you get a notification every time I post a new video.